Angeles Sports Arena. On TV Sports presents the first California State Triple Crown of women's boxing. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dan Avey, along with sports writer Lissa Morrow, here to bring you a brand new sport and probably the best card of women's boxing anyone has ever seen.
It certainly looks like it's going to be the best that I've seen.
We're going to have 3 California State Championship bouts, a world title elimination bout, and a few more bouts. In fact, a gal having her first fight. How good are they?
I think they're very good, and some of them could even take a guy in the ring.
Okay. Any special rules or equipment?
Wearing chest protectors, but otherwise the rules are all the same, and the 3 knockdown rule's been waived.
Okay, let's take a look now at the women's boxing. First match pairs 2 bantamweights. The first one there, wearing almost 121, is Graciela Casillas. She is a pre-law degree holder from the University of California at Santa Barbara. The opponent, at 119 pounds, a professional card dealer in Las Vegas, Karen Bennett. Her record 7-2 as a pro, rated #1 in the world. Okay, referee Lou Filippo talking to the fighters. On your right, Karen Bennett, the blonde. On your left, Graciela Casillas, making her pro debut. And it's interesting, Lissa, that she is getting $600 in her debut. That's not bad at all.
No, it's terrific. I wish I got that much.
Okay, Casillas in red and wearing black, Karen Bennett. Here we go, round 1, scheduled 6. Karen going right after her. Casillas, remember, good left, another good left. Oh, a good right. They're not fooling around. Casillas, her first ever pro round. Boy, they are ready. Karen Bennett, the blonde, I guess from Las Vegas.
Right, yes.
She's a blackjack dealer, but she's drawn a pair of 2s so far in this fight. Casillas going after her, shows a good left.
I thought maybe Casillas would be overmatched against Bennett, but it doesn't really appear so.
Bennett is a world-ranked fighter.
Of course, there's still a little ways to go as far as Casillas' stamina.
Same rules as the men as far as the boxing is concerned, and boy, they're landing. Both headhunting so far. Casillas doesn't look like she's afraid.
No, not at all.
Karen Bennett, 7 wins, 2 losses as a pro. Takes a blow to the midsection, glanced off, ducked the left. Pacing is going to be a problem for Casillas, or for anybody in their first pro bout, especially one going 6 rounds.
That seems unusual because most of the bouts had been 4 or even less.
Well, they figure for $600 you better fight 6 rounds.
Yeah, but for a first fight, how many men do that?
That's true. Most men fight a 4-rounder in their first fight and get maybe $50. Okay, referee Lou Filippo says knock it off. That's the end of round 1. Let's take another look now, Lissa, at the opening round action.
Oh,
Casillas going right after.
Yeah, she went for her there.
Oh, Karen Bennett almost went down off of the first left. He popped again with a right.
With a right, yeah.
Boy, Casillas is coming out hard.
No, she's for a girl with the nickname Goddess. She's tough.
Here we go in round 2. Casillas landed the better punches in round 1. Karen Black, though, is a veteran of 9 pro fights. Karen Bennett, rather, wearing black. Bennett has been missing quite a bit with the right. She's trying to throw a chopping right, and it's not been landing. She's really holding the gloves low, is Bennett. And Casillas knows to tie her up. She's a pretty skilled boxer for someone who's never fought as a pro. She must have fought amateurs.
I would think so, yeah. It's hard to tell how many amateur bouts they've had.
And she throws an elbow inside. Casillas is a brawler, and I guess if you got 8 brothers at home, you'd better do a good job. Karen, a slapping right, didn't do much damage. Casillas in red, 117.5. Bennett weighs 118, although it looks like Casillas is heavier. Bennett taller. Oh, good right by Bennett. And Casillas caught her first good punch of the bout. There's another one on the left side of the fence. Oh, and she throws it. These gals wearing 8-ounce gloves, which are rather small, and they're feeling those punches. And the crowd loves this fight, Lissa.
Oh, no, they're very excited. And I think they're really enjoying it.
Bennett was surprised if the opening had nothing behind the punch. Casillas is a brawler. I don't know. She's just out there to do her in.
No, she...
And that's the end of round 2 of scheduled 6. And here we go with round 3. Boy, Casillas looking to end it, and she's working to the body. Bennett, on the other hand, is just trying to jab and keep moving, keep her away. Bennett doesn't do a bad job of protecting herself. She's catching punches on her elbows, slipping some.
She's only thrown a couple of really effective blows.
Yeah, she just doesn't seem to have the punching power that Casillas in red does. The first California State Triple Crown of women's boxing. This is not one of the state championship bouts. Good left inside, another good left by Casillas, and 3 to the kidney. And both fighters showing the evidence of this fight, both swollen on both sides in red. Casillas bleeding from the nose, and Casillas has landed about 4 elbows in this fight. Lissa, I would say they're not very ladylike, but that simply doesn't apply anymore, does it?
No, I don't even consider it. I mean, you're a fighter. You're not a man
That's
fighter.
That's right, not men, not women. And Casillas misses the right. That was the knockout punch, but she missed it. She's bleeding from the nose, has been since round 1, but she's handed out most of the punishment, as well as taking quite a bit from Karen Bennett. Bennett just keeps punishing her with the right hand, chopping down, and she is taller. I'm surprised, Lissa. I have not seen women box before. Both showing remarkable stamina. That's the end of round 3. I would have given the first 2 to Casillas. How about the last round?
I thought it was even. Well, the big thing is whether Casillas can hold up.
Round 4. Graciela Casillas has come out strong in the first 3. What does she have left? She's coming out jabbing, throwing the right, misses. A left and a right, and a right land. Same pattern. Casillas comes out belted. In the first 3 rounds, Bennett has just tried to weather the first minute and then score points in the last 2 minutes. Both fighters in good shape to last this far in a very action-filled bout.
I'm surprised Casillas hasn't hurt Bennett a little bit more, because she has landed some pretty hard blows.
Bennett perhaps is a little sturdier than she looks.
She doesn't look that sturdy, I have to admit. She looks rather frail.
She's been on the catching end of the best punches in this fight. Yet she's not the one who is bloody.
No, that's...
Casillas, a pre-law grad from the University of California at Santa Barbara, working on her master's and working on Karen Bennett right now. Being a blackjack dealer, you'd figure Bennett would have pretty quick hands.
I don't know. You might be impugning Las Vegas.
No, I'm not at all. I'm just saying, if you ever deal to 6 or 7 people as fast as you do. Oh, good right by Casillas. She misses on 2 follow-ups. Now she's holding and hitting. Referee Lou Filippo has had his hands full.
Got some blood on him too.
Well, that's one of the hazards. Low blow by Casillas, and there's one right on the button. Casillas the slugger against Bennett the boxer. The fans are absolutely loving it to death, and that's round 4. So women's boxing getting off the ground in a grand manner in California this evening. And coming up, of course, a world elimination bout, 3 California State Championship bouts. We're glad you've joined us on TV. And now you can see, and you don't have to hear what he's saying. He's saying throwing the right uppercut. Casillas on your left, Bennett. Now on your left in black. And Casillas again in round 5. She's landed 4 good punches, 5. Bennett looks like she may be out of gas. We'll see. Round 5 of scheduled 6. Casillas, if anything, Lissa, arm weary.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I could hit anybody that much. But I still don't see Bennett doesn't even look like she's been hit that much. She's getting a little red around the nose.
They both have swollen cheekbones. I think they'll both order scrambled eggs tomorrow morning. They've both been hit in the mouth quite a bit. I'd call that a rabbit punch. Maybe I should call it a bunny punch. But it hurts.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Whoa!
Oh!
Lou Filippo caught a wild one there. Lou grinning like it didn't hurt. It did. The referee is bloodied. All 3 people have been hit. Whoa! A knockout may be near. 29 seconds to go in round 5, and Bennett is out on her feet. Let's see if Casillas has the strength left to put her away. Bennett in black in big trouble. She's just hanging on. Casillas throwing uphill with the left, 15 seconds. Can she last? You can see the time. Bennett, very courageous to be standing up. Now she throws her right. 1 more round to go. Here's some of the action in round 5. Let's watch it again. Casillas dominating the action. There's the right that really set Bennett back. The left, and she's in trouble now. You watch her knees, they're wobbly. The eyes are not focusing. She was close to being knocked out right there, but Casillas couldn't put her away. Okay, this is the 6th and final round of the bout. The first bout for the lady on your left. The 9th bout for Karen Bennett in black, who is 7-2 as a pro. Here we go. Question. Can Casillas put her away in the final round?
I don't know what is holding Bennett up. I really don't.
Courageous fighter. The crowd applauding her courage and the roundhouse lefts and rights of Casillas.
I think if the rest of the bouts go like these are, I think that women's boxing is going to have a new image.
Oh boy, I think so
and
too.
A good one.
We think we have assembled a great card for you on TV tonight to expose you to this newest of professional sports. Oh, the right uppercut, punishing, a straight right, a right and a left. Bennett's in trouble. She won't go down. She's bloody, she's swollen, she's beaten, but she doesn't know it. Lou Filippo steps in, and he just parks the boxer. I thought he was going to end it. 53 seconds to go. Talking to Casillas, I don't know what Casillas was saying. Maybe, what do I have to do? Casillas doesn't have much strength left to throw a punch. And Bennett's ready to fall down, we thought, but she won't go down.
There was talk earlier that it might be easier with the girls. Nobody would let any girls get hurt, but this is as tough as any fight with men.
Yeah, they're not taking any prisoners in this fight. An auspicious debut of Graciela Cassillas in red. We think she's the winner. And here's the decision.
I will read the point totals. Judge Lou Filippo scores it 59-56. Judge Richard Steele sees it 60-54. And Judge Al Bernal scores it 59-54. To the winner, unanimous decision, her pro debut, the goddess of female boxing, Graciela Casillas.
A winner in her very first professional fight. Bout number 2 in the card tonight, an 8-rounder featuring the first woman ever to fight 10 rounds. She's rated number 1 in the world among the featherweights, wearing red there, Toni Lear Rodriguez. Her opponent tonight from Sylmar, California, coincidentally shares the same last name but is not related, Lilly Rodriguez. She's a professional karate instructor. She's wearing white. Okay, this bout is for the California featherweight title. In white, Lilly Rodriguez at 125.5, 4-2 as a pro. In red, on the left, Toni Rodriguez, not related, 125 pounds, rated number 1 in the world. Her record as a pro, 22-10-1. Okay, both named Rodriguez. Toni in red, Lilly in white. These are two punishing fighters, as you can see. Lilly in white fighting for only the 7th time. Toni in red fighting for what, the 34th time.
Well, Lilly, again, remember, she was a full contact karate fighter.
And so she knows her way around.
Yeah, she's got some helpful brother-in-laws.
She is ranked number 5 in the world. Lilly in white. Toni in red, ranked number 1. This is for the California featherweight title. These both look like New York fighters, very busy fighters.
Yeah, they look tough. I don't know, maybe it's all of them are looking tough to me now.
Toni is 30 years old, Lilly is 31.
I think it is kind of unusual that most of the women that are fighting are older. They're in their 20s, 30s, and a few of them, we don't really know how old they are.
Come on, Toni, step first.
Lilly in the pigtail has her 4 boys cheering her on. Family all has black belts, so they can handle themselves. You don't want to go for that extra piece of pie if you're sitting at their dinner table.
No, not at all.
Lissa, you've seen a lot of boxing. How would you rate these two as just fighters?
I rate them as pretty good. In a way, you have to take a little bit of a different perspective with the women.
Okay, that's Toni Rodriguez, 30 years old, 22-10-1. Her record, the first woman ever to box 10 rounds. That was back when people didn't think women should fight that long. She's from Seattle, as you see the gal carrying the ring card. And Toni is from Seattle, Washington, although she has fought in Japan, she's fought in Alaska, she has fought in Nevada. She has traveled the world practicing her craft. And round 2. How would you score the first one, Lissa?
I have Lilly ahead.
Lilly in white.
I don't think she's got quite the reach, but she seems to be very strong, and I think if she gets inside, which she is going to get inside, I'm more impressed with her at this point.
Toni Rodriguez in red, Lilly Rodriguez in white. They're not related, and boy, you can sure tell. Now, you wouldn't hit your sister like that. They're not related, just simply have the same last name and fighting in the same ring. Toni, in the style of many Mexican boxers, has switched, and now she's a southpaw this round. Many of the Mexican fighters will do that. In fact, in the middle of the round, they will change from left to right and back.
Right.
So Toni is now a southpaw. Sports writer Lissa Megan Morrow, and I'm Dan Avey. You're at ringside in a $15 seat. That's the tops here tonight. For the California Triple Crown of women's boxing, 3 championship bouts, and you're seeing the first one, the featherweight title up for grabs in the Golden State. Oh, a good right to the body, landed by Lilly in close. She had her back to you, but she really belted Toni in the stomach. This is scheduled 8 rounds, and both fighters conserving their strength, really. Nobody wants to get way out of position where they can get clobbered. They're both pretty skillful.
Well, that's what I said all along.
Well, tell us a little bit about the gal in white, Lilly Rodriguez.
Well, she is a mother of 4, and she comes from a family. Her brother-in-law is a very famous fighting family, the Yukides brothers, and so she's been fighting. I saw her about 3 years ago, so I know she's got, you know, she may not have been boxing, but the full contact karate was really a lot of boxing.
Well, if she's with the Urquidez family, that means she probably has 5 or 6 different black belts in the different martial arts.
At least they are a very rough, tough family.
And round 3 of scheduled 8. Lilly in white has been told to duck under the southpaw lead and throw her left uppercut. Let's see. Well, she's throwing everything right now. Lilly with the pigtail has the quickness you would associate with someone out of the martial arts. She's been a kickboxer, a full contact karate fighter, knows her way around the ring. Ranked number 5 in the world, but in red, Toni ranked number 1 in the world.
Well, stamina may prove a big point in this bout because the karate bouts were very short.
They have excellent footwork. They never appear to be off balance, and they can take a punch pretty well when they have their feet planted well and wide apart, and they're both doing that.
Actually, probably the biggest problem they had was in the boxing. They were not used to really working with their hands, and that's where they got hurt.
Of course, when you become a professional boxer, and these ladies certainly are being paid here tonight, learn to use the hands. I think Toni's playing possum over there.
She may be trying to wait her out.
Because she just all of a sudden covered up and sort of invited Lilly to step in. Toni breathing with a mouth wide open, indicating she may be a little tired. Lilly is not. And that's the end of round 3. California featherweight title on the line. This will be round 4. The third man, or the third person in the ring, we'll have to say, is Lou Filippo. Toni Rodriguez in red, Lilly Rodriguez in white. Again, they just happen to share the same name. Lilly married it, and I'm not sure. I think Toni did too. How have you got the fight score so far?
I have Lilly ahead. Although I think it's been quite even.
California, the 10-point must system. You give her each round by a point?
Yeah.
Whoa. Tagged Toni pretty well. He said, no, it wasn't a legal blow, said Lou Filippo. Did overlook a few elbows, did he not, in the last bout?
Yes, he did.
These gals, as you can see, are quite a bit more skillful in the ring. They don't have, they don't come out exuding the raw power that we had in the last fight. They know pretty much what they're doing here.
I think women's boxing is probably a little bit like women's tennis. It's the same. There's some power in it, but there's also, you know, I suppose a little more volleying.
Well, and like women's golf, they're just super with the short irons. Much better, I think, than the men. Much more accurate. Hit them much better. You just don't have the driver and the putter. And Lilly landed another good right to the midsection, and she's worked on the body pretty well.
Well, I think with the shorter reach, which that's about the way she has to go.
Well, the oldest saying in boxing, you kill the body and the head dies.
Yes.
And I think Lilly's out to kill Toni's body right now. Toni is really breathing heavily from the mouth. And the red light you saw on the ring post indicated to the fighters 10 seconds to go, and that's round 4. Here we go in round 5. Scheduled 8. Toni comes out fast every round, and then Lilly seems to pop her in the midsection and slow her down quite a bit.
I have to wonder if maybe Lilly has not already hurt her considerably, because she really seems to be covering up with the elbows and almost frightened of being hit.
Toni again either has a bad fit on the mouthpiece or is tired, because she is really breathing with an open mouth. Oh, she caught one right on the chops there. Almost lost her mouthpiece. Either that or she's not wearing one. I'm not sure if Toni Rodriguez is wearing a mouthpiece.
I didn't see.
It's required in this state, but I don't think she's wearing it. Because I saw the flash of her teeth when she got hit, and you don't see that with a mouthpiece. See if you can tell at home in the red, is she wearing a mouthpiece? They must, just like the men. Ooh. Lilly punishes her again to the body. They're right above us now as our on-TV cameras pick them up. Left, left, left again lands from Lilly Rodriguez. Think she can knock her out, Lissa?
I think so, yeah.
I think Lilly thinks so too. Whoa! Caught her coming in with a left to the temple. Toni has not won 22 pro bouts by hitting the deck easily, though.
No, but some of the people she may have been fighting were not necessarily that good.
5 seconds. And Lilly lands again at the end of the round. Okay, here we go. Round 6, scheduled 8. California featherweight title on the line. Lilly Rodriguez has pounded Toni throughout the entire fight. We have Lilly in white ahead. Toni starts fast and catches her right to the midsection, which slows her down, and that's been the pattern all through the fight.
Well, Lilly has totally controlled the fight, as far as I'm concerned.
Every time Toni comes in, she gets popped. Lilly is really picking her off at the pass. Oh, that was a left to the throat. That one hurt. That was down lower than the jaw. Lissa, you think she can put her away?
I think so, but it's for some reason, a lot of the women's bouts, maybe it's just sheer brute strength, have not been able to put people down that easily.
Okay, Lilly caught her on the left side. The right side is Toni felt it in her neck, but she's been unable to follow it up. In fact, she hasn't thrown a punch. Now here she comes. Those punches deflected by Toni in the gloves. Toni carrying the gloves low. The mouth is open. She looks tired. Lilly looks like she's trying to size her up and catches her with what looked like a low blow. Lou Filippo agrees, and with the backhand, Toni says that's okay. What she means is it isn't okay
no,
at all.
Not at all.
But I'm a good sport. 30 seconds to go in round 6 of Schedule 8. And Toni looks like she has been in a fight. And there's another reason. Can she put her away? Look at the crowd. Two more rounds to go. Toni and Lilly Rodriguez. Round 7, scheduled for 8. Referee Lou Filippo went over to Lilly Rodriguez's corner between rounds and talked to her about the low blows and the backhanding. He had a smile on his face, though. Lilly in white almost caught Toni in red walking into that one. Toni caught those on the arm. Toni certainly is not backing away.
No, she's making a good effort, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
You saw some pretty good defense there. Both fighters ducked roundhouse rights and lefts. Not a good punch landing in that exchange, really. Might have cooled each other off a little. California featherweight title. Toni in red, 125 pounds. Lilly in white, 125 and a half.
Actually, Toni looks less tired now than she did in the first few rounds.
That's what all those martial arts black belts will do for you. Whoa. Lilly, angry at herself for missing a punch, almost got punched while talking to herself.
That's what happens in tennis.
And again, that comes from the full contact karate. When you miss a technique, you sort of recover, and she almost slipped into that. Lilly in white has been most successful when working to the body, then working the head. She has not worked the body in this round. Again, the women wear protective chest devices. Other than that, the rules and the equipment just about the same as the men.
Doesn't look like...
Okay, that's the end of round 7. One more to go. We have Lilly in white way ahead on points. This is the final round for the California featherweight title. Lilly Rodriguez's corner says she's tired. Go get her, meaning Toni in red. Rodriguez, we call them by their first names because they both have the same last name, although not related. Crowds behind Lilly. For Toni, this is best desperation time. I think, Lissa, she has got to knock her out to win.
I don't think she can. Of course, I thought that Lilly could probably take her out, and she hasn't been able to.
She can't hit her. Toni catching the punches on the gloves. And then throws the left of her own, catches that one on her ear, however. Now Toni's in the corner. That's where she definitely does not want to be, leading on points in the last round. Leading unofficially on points, we might add. Just Lissa and I have her leading.
I think they're holding up very well. I mean, when you think we're going 8 rounds, it really is quite a bit, especially when you haven't been allowed to do that much.
Lilly hitting her at will, but just with no steam left in the punches now after 8 rounds. 24 seconds. Will she knock her down? Toni taking all the punishment, bobbing, weaving. But to her credit, she is certainly not grabbing, trying to hang on. She just...
No, that's like almost unusual.
Crowd cheering. Enough of it, she says, and I think the winner, the gal you see right there, mother of 4, Lilly Rodriguez, and she thinks so too. So the trophy and the flowers are ready. Jeff Timken with the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will read the point totals. Judge Richard Steele scores it 80-72. Judge Al Bernal scores it 80-72. And referee Lou Filippo sees it the same, 80-72, to the winner, unanimous decision, and new California State Featherweight Champion, Lilly Rodriguez.
Crowd agrees. Lilly Rodriguez. Trophy to take home to her 4 boys. Some roses. Paycheck. Oh, and there's her son. Her son jumped up into the ring to give Mom a hug.
This is Jean Nate Troy, brought in as a substitute for the injured Toni Bryant. Matched against Jean Troy is Squeaky Bayardo from San Pedro, weighs 125 pounds, both super featherweights.
Okay, this should be a very interesting bout. On your right, all in yellow, Lydia, better known as Squeaky Bayardo. Then wearing the black trunks is a gal named Jean Troy, who they just got 3 hours ago to take this bout. She actually fights most of the time as a flyweight. This is a super featherweight match. Jean on your left is the flyweight champion of Nevada, but she's going to fight Squeaky Bayardo. Bayardo at 125, Troy at 124, and here we go, and look out for Squeaky. She's a ball of fire.
I saw Squeaky spar a couple days ago. And she was very rough, even in sparring.
Squeaky is 11-0, undefeated as a pro. Jean Nate Troy, as she calls herself, and the black trunks is 7-3 as a pro. Six 2-minute rounds in this bout. Squeaky has many of the mannerisms before the fight starts of a young Muhammad Ali. Dances around, talks to the crowd, accepted roses. And her shirt on the back says the best, if you can't read it.
Well, she has to prove that.
Jean caught a punch right on the right side of her face. She is wearing the boxing outfit of another boxer that you will see a little later on. That's why it doesn't fit her too well, but with 3 hours notice, you do what you can.
I think the weight advantage is going to be a very big thing for Squeaky, besides the fact that she's a good fighter.
This is supposed to be a super featherweight bout, and Jean Troy does weigh 124. Troy in the black trunks actually does a pretty good job of slipping a lot of the punches by weaving.
Oh, she's very quick, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
That's the end of round 1. And there's Squeaky in her 12th pro bout, and she won the other 11. No wonder she's confident. Squeaky is from San Pedro, California. Very quiet outside the ring, very boisterous and outgoing inside the ring. Ranked number 2 in the world. Bayardo in all yellow, and Jean Nate Troy in the black trunks. Bayardo fighting in her hometown. Troy in from Nevada for this bout. Squeaky landed a blow that looked a little low to me. Not the referee Lou Filippo, though. He didn't warn her. How does this compare to the women's boxing, Lissa, that you saw 2 or 3 years ago?
It is so much improved. It is so much better. I really feel I'm very gratified to see this tonight because so many people, mostly men within the sports business, sports writers, editors, just really laughed at this. And some of the people were very bad. And I think that they're getting very good without some of the good training. I mean, not to put down anybody that's worked with these people, but you're not, let's face it, you're not going to get some of the best people because it's not serious, hasn't been serious business yet.
That's right. And these gals, even in a world title bout, can't earn anywhere near the money that the men can yet.
Well, the longer fights, until recently, they could only fight 4 rounds, and nobody would pay to come and see people fight 4 rounds.
Well, so this one is 6. The title matches tonight going 8 and more.
Well, it's been a real struggle to get them up to 8 and 10.
Well, we hope you're enjoying it at home. You're here at the Triple Crown of women's boxing in Los Angeles, where it says the best. That marks Squeaky Bayardo. Whoa, Squeaky landed one, and she caught one in return. And I'll tell you, Jean Troy just came way up in my estimation because she waited and really popped her when Squeaky got a little careless.
Well, I think Troy is a good boxer, but I think that...
We'll have to see what happens. Jean Nate, the flyweight champion of Nevada, took this bout on 3 hours' notice. Wearing borrowed equipment, she's going against undefeated Squeaky Bayardo, 11-0. Round 3 of a scheduled 6, super featherweight. What you've got basically here is someone looking for one punch versus a counter puncher. And that doesn't lend itself to too many punches.
No, no, I think Troy, as I started to say, was handling herself very well. I think the weight advantage, it doesn't seem like that much, but it really is when you get in there. 3-4 pounds, and I've bet probably 7 now.
Getting a little angry there. Jean thought she was the object of a little dirty work in the corner. Squeaky adjusting her halo. Generally, when you get angry, you either get very, very good or you get careless. That's what happens. I think Jean in the black is angry.
Well, I haven't seen her particularly careless, so...
Okay, step back, no punches.
Step back, no punches. Said Lou Filippo, the referee, assigned by the Boxing Commission here. 40 seconds to go in round 3. Good left-hand lead by Squeaky. Squeaky, not the most skilled fighter in the world. She sort of leads with a hook rather than a jab, but at times has been effective. I
haven't seen too many real jabs. They're kind of...
No, in men's boxing either.
No, yeah.
Squeaky with a grin, and that's the end of round 3. Round 4 begins, and in black trunks, Jean Troy was getting help in her corner between rounds. She appeared to be out of breath or have caught a punch in the solar plexus. We'll see. And she hangs on, and Squeaky says, I don't want you hanging on. I don't think they're going to send each other Christmas cards this year.
Not likely.
Troy is hanging on, and Squeaky, even though she was hanging on to her left hand, is hitting her with the right. I think Troy's in trouble, but I'm not exactly sure why, Lissa.
I really think it's just that in her own division, I think she would look better.
We're getting a lot of elbows. We're getting a lot of butting. We're getting a Pier 6 brawl going here.
Yeah. This is a little bit, I hate to see it, because this is a little bit of what a few years ago was stereotyping women's boxing. Was kneeing and, well, we haven't seen that, but kneeing and things of that nature instead of real boxing.
I admire Jean Troy. She flew in here from Nevada on 3 hours' notice, doesn't even have her own stuff with her, in with a bigger opponent who's undefeated. She's holding her own. Now, she caught a right to the chin, but then was thrown down.
Yeah,
I don't think that was a
knockdown.
knockdown.
No. No, I don't like to see this.
He's giving her the 8 count, though. I would disagree with the referee, but then I'm not the referee. I think Squeaky is going in for the kill, don't you?
Well, she's been going in for the kill for a while, but it's been hard to get Troy. She got her now.
Squeaky saying, is it over? And they said, yes, the round is. Now the referee is looking at Jean Troy, and he says, let's go, we'll fight some more. That was the end of the round. The knockdown occurred right as the round expired.
Just as it was.
Squeaky thought she had a victim, but that man said, nope.
No.
When you see him score the round, you know it's not over. Okay, Lissa, here is the knockdown. Let's see what happened.
She missed. Got her through a right, another right and a left.
And a right elbow.
Combination.
And down she goes. Now that was just as the round ended. So we know that Jean Troy is in big trouble. She was down twice in the previous round. There is no 3 knockdown rule.
Well, one was sort of a push, and this was legitimate.
Round 5 of scheduled 6. And you know, Squeaky in all yellow there, Bayardo is going to look for her 12th victim without a defeat right now. Here she goes. Oh, and she caught her coming in with a pretty good left. Jean is hanging on. She is hurt. She was hurt at the end of the 3rd round. And I didn't catch how, but she's had trouble with her solar plexus for a couple of rounds.
Yeah, I saw them working on her between rounds. Got her.
If I were Jean Troy, I think I'd stay there. You can see the count. It's all over. The referee is checking now to see if she's hurt. He removes the mouthpiece. Squeaky Bayardo wins number 12 without a defeat. And Jean Troy, a valiant effort, but she was hurt. I think she must have caught one in the ribs about in the 2nd round.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. She is not a modest girl.
No. She may come over and kiss us. I'm not sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time.
Oh, did she ever love it? The thrill of victory.
Scoring the win by knockout, the very popular Squeaky Bayardo.
Okay, let's watch Adios.
She didn't.
Now there's a fall down, but it's coming right after this. Squeaky says, well, it doesn't count, but I'll go after her again. Wipes the gloves off because they were down on the canvas. If you're new to boxing, you can't have a foreign substance on there. Okay, Lissa, you describe her putting her away.
Well, really combinations. There isn't a whole lot of structure there. It's just rights and lefts to the head, and I think she was hurting. It's just one after the other.
She not only went down, she went down pretty hard. She bounced. The winner again, 12-0 in her pro career, Lydia Squeaky Bayardo. The next fight is for the California Super Featherweight Championship from Inglewood, weighing 130 pounds, Carlotta Lee. During the day, Carlotta is a registered nurse.